Alright, so today I'm going to talk about kworker. It's a legitimate process. It's ran by your kernel. It manages some interrupts and important processes that are needed by it. But in certain circumstances, like the one I'm currently experiencing, you'll see that it's tied right now with my screencast utility, which is Kazam. It's chewing through quite a few in the way of system resources. And as far as I can tell, it's really not doing a whole lot of actual real work. So I don't know what exactly it's doing, but I do know that it has something to do with IRQ69. I'd like to hear from an engineer that may know what that IRQ does. However, what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk through how I came to this conclusion and a band-aid solution for you as well. So this document you see on the screen, I'm just going to post a link to this document. It'll be in the comments section, so if you are having the same problem that I am, you feel free to follow this guide, paste in any commands that you'll need. So the first thing is doing some kernel tracing. So there are 3 links. They all pretty much do the same thing. I just throw some different sources in there, and really, for the too long didn't read, those are the 2 commands that they'll need. Once you've done that, we're looking for what is the function that is causing all of these wake-ups. So there's 2 ways you can do it. There's the kernel tracing through that, or we could also use perf, which is this guide. Give you the same result. So this is what the output of that file is. You just simply do a grep for the process ID, and then you can see what keeps waking it up. In this case, it's that ACPI call. And this is what perf looks like, and you'll see I get the exact same results, except for this has just a little bit of a GUI that you can navigate through, expand, contract, but it's the top process is identical as well. So 2 approaches, same result. So if you search that ACPI call, you'll get some people talking about the IRQs. So you can just do a search to figure out which one's waking it up. Mine's a clear winner. It's IRQ69. So you'll see here, it's like a colossal number, and the rest are just kind of normal. So right there, you can see this is the one that is hogging the CPU. So really the band-aid solution is to disable it. If you issue just simply disable, it's like a whack-a-mole. It will just turn right back on. So really your only other solution is to mask it. Currently it's unmasked. What masking does is it allows the kernel to ignore it. So it says, hey, IRQ's like, listen to me, and the kernel's like, hi, no way, I'm not listening to you. Whereas if you disable it, it just re-enables itself as soon as it's needed. So I'm just going to go ahead and mask it, and you should see the CPU drop. So I'm just going to move this across, and I'm just going to go ahead and mask this thing. So it's masked, and kworker should just drop off the planet. And it's gone. So that's kind of a solution for this current runtime. Obviously, when you reboot, that's gone. So you can actually put the masking in your grub. This is the last part there, and then it's just disabled permanently. Now, that's the solution for the symptoms, but again, as I'd mentioned, I don't know what it's doing. Like, maybe it is mining for Bitcoin on the machine, I haven't a clue. So I did an update for the BIOS maybe about 2 months ago. Again, potentially pointing fingers here, but it updated some CPU microcode. Maybe it had something to do with it, maybe it didn't. I also tried several kernels. same results, same kworker, just chugging away. So it's not really kernel related either. And the ACPIs, they're responsible for, turning off, turning on, suspending, and other such power management. So after I masked it, I disconnected from my dock, reconnected, suspended. Everything seems fine as far as I can tell. So I haven't a clue. I can say that if you mask it, problem goes away. What is it? No idea. So if you're an engineer and you know some way of getting to the bottom of it, and you're curious, let me know. I'd like to hear from you. Otherwise, that's all I got. Cheers, everyone.